Hey everyone, and welcome. Today we'll be talking about the film Talk to Me. Fun fact, this is the directorial debut of Danny and Michael Philippou, who started out on YouTube under the name Raka Raka. This film came out in 2023 and stars Sophie Wilde, Alexandra Jenson, and Joe Bird, and was directed by Danny and Michael Philippou. So, without further ado, let's get right into it. Talk to Me follows a group of teens who figure out how to summon spirits using an embalmed hand. They think it's all fun and games until one of them is seriously injured and another one starts seeing spirits without the hand present. They must figure out how to put back what they unleash and prevent anyone else from getting hurt. Talk to Me is a supernatural horror film. It has similar vibes to Ouija Origin of Evil, It Follows, or Drag Me to Hell. Talk to Me is a horror film that uniquely doesn't focus on jump scares, but uses the plot to freak you out. It starts off with someone killing themselves immediately, which will have you shook, but also have you asking so many questions. The story was deeply unsettling in a way that had me more invested, but also clutching my invisible pearls. I have to give Sophie Wilde her flowers. She was amazing as the lead, taking us through this journey of what Mia has to go through, and did such a good job with not only showing Mia possessed, but adding to how unsettling all of this would be. It was interesting following her and seeing all that went down and how she got thrown into the middle of it. It was a full circle moment to see her become the ghost on the other end of the hand, and to me, this kind of wrapped up the story perfectly. The rest of the cast was also fantastic, I must say. From Miranda Otto playing this mom who is clearly stressed with two teens and taking a lot of her frustration down on her older daughter, to all of these teens getting possessed and really embodying this new spirit that's inside them, and doing such a great job so the audience can tell the difference between the real them and the spirit that's taken over them. The performances made the movie even more memorable. The makeup was subtle but necessary in this film. When the people were being possessed, the makeup really let you know that it was a different person that had taken over, and it was interesting to see how after the possession was over, the creepy looking makeup was gone and they were back to themselves. Bravo to this small but very important detail that was included in this film. The story is an original story, which most of the time is great to see because there is so many places where they can go with it. I think they handled this story perfectly and it really comes full circle. I love them planting little seeds of where this hand possibly came from and starting some of their own lore for this film. When I finished this movie, I thought about how cool it would be to actually get an origin story of the hand and figuring out why it's able to call upon spirits and let spirits possess people. Whether we get a sequel or not, they did a great job of writing this story. I think my favorite part of this film is when Riley volunteers to take the plunge. He gets possessed by someone claiming to be Mia's mom, but it doesn't exactly go as planned. This was the moment where we find out what they're messing with is something that they know little about and should be taken seriously. Possessed Riley holds onto the hand longer than he should because of Mia and is almost killed by the spirit due to the fact that if they die while possessed, the spirits will forever have their soul. This really ramps up the other characters' need to get answers because it is all of their faults, especially Mia's, that he is in this predicament. Luckily, we learn that the spirit will eventually leave after some time, but it was intense seeing Riley almost kill himself twice. Well, maybe three times if you want to count the time that Mia almost killed him as well. Talk to Me is a horror film that doesn't rely on jump scares but really draws the viewer in with a creepy story and has you on the edge of your seat. It was a refreshing entry into the horror genre and I really enjoyed the cast, and it is definitely one of the best horror films I've seen in 2023. Thank you for watching my video. I would love to hear your thoughts down below in the comments. If you have not subscribed, please do so you can keep up to date with more of my videos. But besides that, everyone stay safe, have fun, and goodbye.